My journey began in 2015 on my husband and my first pregnancy. We were very happy and we were on the road. And then a routine consultants meeting, she mentioned that my cervix was short and that perhaps it might have some knock-on effect to pregnancy. So therefore she sent me to the preterm clinic here at the National Maternity Hospital. And that was the first day that I met a group of people that were going to carry me and stand with me shoulder to shoulder for 4.5 years. I was admitted into the preterm clinic for a checkup. They discovered my cervix was too short and I was at high risk of preterm delivery. I was admitted immediately into the hospital. I originally got a pessary ring because they discovered that I hadn't enough cervix to put in a temporary cerclage. So I was placed on bed rest and released from the hospital. And I was home about 5 or 6 days and my waters broke in the middle of the night. That's when the panic hit. When all the doctors and nurses were in, immediately it was all hands on deck. And I'll never forget sitting on my bed thinking, this baby is on the way today. I'm having a baby today. And that should be a very happy, joyous moment. It fell into our laps whether we wanted to resuscitate her or not. And that decision was left to the lady herself. And she took all the difficult decisions out of my hands, my husband's hands, and the medical team's hands. And she made up her own mind, and she was born sleeping. The morning after she was born, there was a knock on my door, and who lands up? Only 2 of the preterm clinic nurses, and they picked her up and they cuddled her the same as anybody would have cuddled a newborn. It gave me my moment as the new mammy, and it really, really meant a lot that they were interested and that they took the time and that she meant something to them too. It was done in a matter-of-fact way with a softness. I have handprints and footprints that one of the midwives kindly did for me. We got them transferred onto jewellery, so I'll always have her palm print and her footprint. I knew in the back of my mind that it wasn't the end. On the 24th of November that same year, I received my cerclage. And it was placed and I was sent away and I was told, we'll see you soon. And they were right. They saw me. I was back here in February. I was pregnant. It was highly professional, but there was that camaraderie and there was that level of compassionate care, kind of like a care that you'd get at home from a family member. So I had the counselling services, I had the nurses, I had the doctors, and shoulder to shoulder we went ahead. It's very hard to put all your hope in one little stitch that you can't see. I was afraid to walk upstairs. I was afraid to walk to work. I was afraid to sneeze. At 38 weeks, I was brought in for a C-section. And on the 12th of October 2016, a year after her sister, I got Isla. Without the maternity hospital, I wouldn't have had that. They couldn't believe to see me coming in the door again. And when I got to 38 weeks on the day, baby Clodagh was born. And she was perfect, just like her 2 sisters before her. She was a celebrity amongst the nurses. There's generations going to come of that one procedure that was done 4.5 years before my last baby was born. Hopefully on my daughter's graduation day or wedding day or whatever day they choose to celebrate, it's because of the supporters of the National Maternity Hospital Foundation that I'll get to celebrate with them and to thank them deeply, deeply from the bottom of my heart for giving me a family.